Hello. Hello, how's everyone doing? Why am I so big? Okay, now it feels correct, I think. Am I correct? Give me 1 second. Okay. I need to get a better office. Anyway, how's everyone doing? How has it been since Wednesday? For me, it has been good. Well, truth to be told, today I'm actually drinking some coffee. I'm not actually a huge fan of coffee most of the time. Yeah, I don't drink a lot of coffee. I only drink coffee when I really need it. And truth to be told, today I woke up and I was feeling like not waking up. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna need some coffee. Yesterday, let me put some music on. Mm. Yesterday I wanted to make the video about Sonic Frontiers, but well, mm, give me 1 second. I'm checking. God damn it! I'm checking for the music. I wanted to make like a video about Sonic Frontiers, but I didn't really managed. Ah, that's nice. That's a nice music. Nice music. Chill music. I want to make sure is not too loud. Okay. By the way, excuse me. What's up with that voice of mine? By the way, I realized that one of my streams actually was got pulled down because of well, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the funny thing. I thought it is the stream I did on Saturday. About the patrol and such. Oh shit! Tomorrow I have to make another one. Oh, okay. Let's worry about tomorrow for that one. Well, you see, I wanted to. Like, I was like, why did it got pulled down? Oh shit! It was about that one scene where I accidentally sold some boobas, and I'm like, fuck, damn it! I didn't do it on purpose. And then I go in and I realize that one of the streamers I actually, visited on the live stream was playing some copyright music, which got me, copyrighted basically by Sony Japan. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's for the better. Because that stream was kinda cursed. I wanted it to be, I wanted to make a good series, but since it wasn't that good, truth to be told, I'm like, shit. I guess I have to deal with it for now. By the way, I still don't really know what to make of the what to what to make of tomorrow's stream, for example. Because okay, moment of truth. Like, this is a little bit of a confession, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to make. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it because I wanted to make it like a special thing for my birthday. And now that I think back on it, I'm like, it was a good concept. But what the fuck am I actually supposed to do? I'm not some kind of a big deal. So it feels like what I'm doing right now, it's kinda, at worst case scenario, I can't lie, I do have these feelings of regret, as if like I'm chasing clout or some shit. And the truth is, no, I'm not chasing clout. I just want to make fun. I just want to have some fun. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna literally just keep tabs on everyone, or at least at the most people I can keep tabs on. Now that bit where I was actually, setting to Horny jail all these other streamers, I'm like, yeah, maybe that was kind of dumb. Maybe I should not do that. So I'm like, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and just have fun by literally just do what I was doing last time. At the end of the, I'm not gonna bother with jail and such, since I haven't created all the images, and it seems to me that I will not be able to create something decent anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just make patrols. That's all I'm gonna do. And don't think that I'm not actually, okay, don't think that I'm not actually participating in Not November, okay? I'm like, you know what? If I really want to call myself the warden of the degenerates, purgatory, I have to take on the challenge myself. And so far it doesn't feel too bad. Nah, actually, I don't even give a shit. But it's not like I do not actually, bother with learning other people's, if they participated, if they failed, if they feel any regrets, or they are straight up terrorists. Non-stop Not November bullshit. For example, I watched Milky Ways, that cow VTuber, for example, and she lost. But she claimed that she actually did it last month, and I'm like, nah, the law is the law. You're getting to the jail. You're going to jail anyway. Actually, let me note that down, because now I realize that I did not note that down. Sorry, Milky. But you know what? For compensation, I'm just gonna put you half the sentence, okay? Because you're kind of in a gray area. Like, you wanted to, but at the same time you didn't follow the rules correctly. So yeah, but this is not what this stream is about. This stream is about script writing. So sorry if I'm kind of bragging a little bit about other streams right now, but I actually do like to talk a lot. Not gonna lie. I feel like these streams are more or less like a diary of some sort, or a place to just, express my thoughts. Now, on the one side, I do feel kind of bad that I don't really get to have many conversations with actual viewers. This is something that I have said probably a lot of times, and I will keep saying it until I'm sorry, but I am kind of this kind of dumb asshole who always cries out for his small problems. I understand that it's not that much of a big deal, but I cannot really help it. I know on the one side it's not a big deal. I do realize that, but yeah, a part of me watches other VTubers, and I'm like, when am I gonna have such, back and forth with my own community? I do chase that kind of fun. Regardless, this is not a talking stream, but I really feel like talking, not gonna lie. Let me drink some more of my coffee. By the way, I should get a mug at some point. Yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and give myself a mug right now. Oh, by the way, I never actually talked about my office a little bit. The books I have on front, the books are mostly because you can understand that it's about for writing. But besides, there is actually a quill. I actually loved writing on a quill, but truth to be told, they are actually very expensive. And not only that, I had a quill and I lost it. Damn it. So now I write with pen. What can you do? There is also a camera because images are important if you are actually keeping tabs on people who have committed crimes and such. It's actually kind of ridiculous because the truth is that my lore as a character, it doesn't actually, it's not around being the authority, but quite the opposite. It's more like being the anarchist. I will not go into deep. I will not go into it right now. But it is like you can see that my mindset it's a little bit messed up, and you can actually see that reflected on the script I write as well. Like when I write a script, I'm all over the place. Like I'm thinking, oh, this idea is good, but this idea is also good, and then I just cannot decide which idea it's the one that I actually want to enforce. So I'm trying to mix them up, and mixing them up. Sometimes it's not actually, it doesn't create good structure basically. That goes to show that I'm not actually that good of a writer. Or perhaps I'm just not experienced enough in order to see how I can actually manage to, mix up something. Mix up a script, a story. Which probably this is going to be today's thing. Actually, today I wanted to finish this one script I had. Not script, but this one story I was making. I do say script, but it's not really, a dialogue kind of based thing. Like as I've said before, it's more of a. Let me get to writing mode. It's more of a, the kind of thing where basically you just write down the ideas and you just you can imagine with the details that you get the script afterwards. This is more like story writing basically, but I love to call it script writing because I do not focus on making novels. I focus on excusez-moi. I do not focus on making novels. I focus mostly on creating basically the concept first, and then after I have created the concept, I focus on the idea that it's going to be a movie or a video game, as I've said before, or a comic, like a visual novel, not an actual novel, because actual novels, like, I don't usually read novels, okay? I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. Novels are the greatest thing in the world. I'm just too lazy to read in general. Like, I cannot focus for long enough. Like, what I'm trying to say is that I have never truly, like, read the book from beginning to the very end. I cannot really name any book that is actually, a novel and I have actually finished it. There are some... perhaps I should do that. On the streams, maybe. Is it allowed? Let me check 1 second. Is it allowed? Excuse me. I should probably... Where is my... Where's the display? Excuse me. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now you can see it? Can you see it? Excuse me, I'm checking if I can if the stream works correctly. It does work. Okay. So, if I was to how should I type this? Oh, excuse me. Writing read books on stream. On Twitch, you can only read fiction, as with music, books are copyrighted, and even if you do not have permission for the copyright owner or permission to read the book, you are breaking the law and may face legal action under the copyright. Okay, so I cannot read books. Fuck. Are you... You're not allowed to read books on Twitch. Okay, I expect... YouTube. Does reading a book on YouTube violate copyright? If the book is in the public domain, you're fine. If... Excuse me. Oh, it's a coffee. It's a coffee, because now it's kicking in. If the book is still under copyright, you would need to get permission of the rights holder, which is in this case, making a video would most likely be the publisher, yes. So we got our answer. I cannot read books. God damn it. I expected as such. It's not that big of a deal. But I do have books which I personally would like to read on stream. You know, it's like that kind of thing where you basically you create basically this not visual, audiobooks. I actually do like audiobooks, not gonna lie. This is like the one type of solution for me if I actually want to manage to start reading books. Which I do not actually read them, I actually hearing someone read it out loud to me. I don't know why. It's easier for me to focus on someone speaking to me than reading and actually understanding at the same time. Perhaps I do have this kind of... I'm not sure if it's laziness or ADHD. I don't believe it's ADHD. But then again, I never know because I never actually took a test for something like that. Like, now that I actually came to this subject about ADHD, you do not really realize that someone has ADHD until they have actually find out for themselves and they have told you so. Like, one example, like the one person which actually I look up to, Markiplier, who else? He has ADHD. And I have been a subscriber of his since 2015, like when he was still at 7 million. And I never found out until very recently in one of his live streams, I think. Yes, it was a live stream about Poppy Playtime. He was playing Poppy Playtime, and that's when he talked about ADHD. And I'm like, what the fuck? He has ADHD? How is that even possible? I would have never guessed. So I'm not sure if it's just a problem of focus in general, or I personally do have ADHD as well. But then again, I feel like I go into the community itself, on Twitch, on YouTube, everywhere, and like I see like half, probably more than half of the VTubers out there and weebs in general, they have ADHD, and I'm like, man, we are all retards. No offense, but you get it, right? Like the most creative and kind people are the ones who probably have ADHD. I'm not sure. What can you say? Okay, look, not gonna lie, I do not want to force myself to write this script. My goal was to write this script and finish it today, but I feel like I need to take my time, because that is also a part of learning, basically. You cannot force yourself to write a story, in my opinion. You have to try hard, but sometimes it's just good to just lay back and like let your mind wander on its own. Like, don't think about the script itself. Think about anything else, and then automatically, personally, my mind sometimes returns to the script on its own and does something, like comes up with a new idea, or perhaps it solves a problem on its own without me even realizing that I solved the problem, which is kind of ridiculous. For example, one thing that I do want to change. This script has been going on and on and on, and I feel like oh yeah, I was counting the days as well, I completely forgot that. I feel like I should probably have Amalia not have a brother. Mostly because her brother, well, you see, the idea of her having a brother it creates like even a bigger plot, because the idea that I had, it was that that mayor wanted that probably it was his son, because her Amalia's mother probably, you know, had an affair with him. But then again, I feel like maybe that's wrong. That makes the thing too complex, and I said that I didn't want to create a too complex story, so I'm just gonna erase the brother. I'm not sure if this is a good choice. I actually like the idea of a brother, but then again, I should probably be fine. Her mother disappeared a little bit after she gave birth to her. Okay? There's no brother. We are erasing the brother. Thanos snap out of here. Bye, brother. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Now, it's not that too good of a phrasing, but you know, you get the meaning. Where else do I mention the brother? There is a reason I don't like to drink coffee, because sometimes I tend to have the problem that whenever I drink coffee, I'm probably also gonna get a migraine. Especially if I really want to focus on something. There we go. She found out that Newmaker was banned. You see, the brother was not needed because we already had enough material to work with. The goal, as I said before, the idea that I had, it was that probably her mother also had a relationship with Ben, and that brother of hers, it's not actually her actual father's child. But as I said before, this makes the too complex, and I feel like that wouldn't really work. Oh my god, I forgot. I have right on the title the final chapter. Let me change that a little bit. The final chapter. Not really. There we go. Fixed. This is how I work my streams, boys. I drank my coffee. I do drink kind of fast, not gonna lie. Probably that's why I do tend to have headaches afterwards. Yeah, I need to fix that. Anyway. You know, one of my solutions would be to go check for more material. But I can't really think of what to search for. As I've said before, I do not want to force it. A good story does not come by forcing yourself to write a good story. A good story comes from happy accidents. In my opinion, that's how it is. Yeah, Bob Ross was a genius. Not gonna lie. Okay, so I guess I'm stuck, kind of stuck right now. Let me read the script one more time. Amalia Kleffinger, 19 years old. She works at a local pharmacy. She wants to help her family with her financial problems. Her father had an accident on his job some years prior, causing damage to his eyesight. It was suspected that it was not an accident. Amalia wants to find some kind of treatment for her father before he loses his eyesight completely. Her mother disappeared a little bit after she gave birth to her. Amalia was going to find where her mother went. Amalia's mother was a really good doctor. The pharmacy is owned from a rich nobleman named Ben. Ben is always curious about Amalia's mother disappearing. One day she offered Amalia to help her find her mother. I do not feel like why that makes any sense. This is like a kind of a twist that that doesn't make much of a sense. Why would... Nah. Now that I think about it again, it's probably not that... we don't say that Ben had any information. We just say that Ben wanted to help her. So that's not too bad. He told her to meet him at the pharmacy late at night. When she went there, the pharmacy was robbed. Seemed robbed. Let's write robbed because it's great. She panicked because she didn't know what to do. After a while, Ben arrived. He, in shock, assured Amalia for the robbing and called the guards. She was confused and scared, that's why she ran back home. When she returned home, she found her father cautious. What happened? He told her that someone invaded her home, but with his bad eyesight, he could not see who it was. Amalia found out on the living room 2 bags with medicine was a stolen medicine. Amalia could not make sense of any of this. Amalia explained to her father what happened. Her father told her to run away and hide in the best part of the forest. She didn't want to because her father would get arrested instead, but she did it anyway. In the forest, she found a small abandoned cabin. When she reached closer, she realized that the cabin is an alchemy lab. She explored the lab, found many documents about making medicine, many books in which she could not read. He found the diary in one of the rooms. The diary belonged to her mother, and the lab was for already many things didn't make much sense, but she realized one thing: her mother wasn't just a doctor, but a witch. She decided to get to the bottom of this mystery by making a cure for the liars. She spent years learning, making, failing, and trying again. She eventually became a witch herself and managed to make the cure. She returned to the village to find family and redemption for her. A young man was crying outside of the room when she arrived. His name was David. When Amalia asked him what happened, he said that his mother is sick, but he could not afford the medicine. Amalia offered to help David for free. Amalia's cure did wonders surprisingly fast. David after offered Amalia shelter and dinner as well to show his appreciation. Amalia wanted to know what was happening in the village. She found out the new mayor was Ben. Amalia explained to her story to the man, and the man was determined to help her. What was your name? Was determined to help her. He told her that he could slip the medicine for lies in the mayor's water in his next public speech. This is how speech was written, right? Wait. Speech. Yes, it's not written like that. It's written with 2 E. E. I knew there was a problem here. What the fuck? Speech. With 1 week of time in her hand. You see, that it's not just about... Let me say something. It's not just about writing, but it's also about learning how to write as well in general. Such as not making, spelling errors and such. That's why I love writing. And I'm actually, I write better English than I actually speak English. Because I don't really practice English too much. I mean, I don't really have friends who really... making conversations in English in general, so... all the fluent speech that comes out of me when I talk in English. It just comes because it just happens because of my job, working in hotels. The small talk basically that you make with the guests. It's something that is more useful than you realize. So, with 1 week of time in her hands, Amalia decided to gather info on her father. She found out what her father was still alive and in prison. Amalia tried to observe the prison for a possibility to enter and speak to her father. While she was observing, a man in an illustrious armor noticed her and approached her. The man asked her what she was doing, where she was coming from, and seeing he had taken a great interest in her. Interest, this is not how interest is written, right? Give me 1 second. Interest. No, I knew it. This is not how interest is written. You see? Interest. This is how you write interest. Amalia answered his questions. His answer flustered. The man had a dazzling aura around him. His name was Dazro. Dazro seemed charmed from Amalia's striking personality. The two talked for a while and then parted ways. At night, Amalia told David about what she discovered on her father's whereabouts. David knew of a way to reach the jail cell window, but he needed a special tool for climbing. The next day, second day, David and Amalia decided to go to the market to find that tool. David found the tool and acquired it, but David remembered that he promised his mother to find some of her favorite tea. So him and Amalia split up. Amalia, not remembering the layout of the streets very well, she found herself in a lonely alleyway. This is how you write alleyway. Yep, it's not how it's written, you see? This is not just a recap, this is also me fixing the spelling errors. There we go, alleyway. Robbers appeared out of seemingly nowhere and harassed her. Amalia could do nothing on her own. Luckily for her, Dazro appeared and defended her. The robbers determined to take some riches after themselves on him. Dazro fought them off while Amalia used some of her witchcraft trickery to provide some advantage to him. The robbers ran off. Amalia thanked Dazro for coming to her rescue. Dazro invited Amalia for dinner, and he said that enjoying a meal with someone makes the time worthwhile. Amalia had other matters to focus on, but she refused. What? But she couldn't refuse. Yeah, Amalia had other matters to focus on, but she couldn't refuse. Amalia enjoyed a meal with a noble knight. Dazro also insisted on drinking some wine. Amalia, not being very much of a drinker, she got drunk relatively quickly. She opened up to Dazro and told him her story. Dazro apologized for her for having to arrest her. Amalia was shocked, but she wasn't much on her senses to understand. Dazro explained to her that witches are not welcome. David was worried about Amalia because of how late she was. David went to look for her when he saw some guards escorting her to the prison. The next day, Amalia found herself in a prison cell with another man with her. That man was her father. Her father had gone completely blind because of his condition, but he could never forget his daughter's voice. The two of them cried in a bittersweet joy. Amalia told her father about what she was doing all these years and that she found her mother's lab. Her father was proud of her, but he was sad that he and her now share the same fate. Amalia wasn't hopeless. She believed that with her magic, she could find a way for them to escape, but she needed some materials to make a remedy to put the guards to sleep. At night, David climbed to her prison cell's window. Amalia explained her plan to him, and they decided to execute it the day after tomorrow, after she had prepared the remedy. Day 3, at daylight, Amalia and her father had time to catch up for their lost time. Her father told her a lot about her mother and how much alike they were. Amalia told her father that when they would get out of here, she would cure his eyesight problem. None of them wanted to... There we go. And with that, the brother is history. At night, David Bartholomew personally asked for. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting so far. I do not feel like we have done much in terms of mistakes, really. And I do not feel like we could have done anything better in general so far. Oh man, I now do feel a little bit of a headache. Let me turn down the music a little bit more. Okay. Give me 1 second, I need to blow my nose. Damn, I cannot breathe. Excuse me. Let me think. In case you in case you haven't realized, basically these streams are basically the chill streams that everyone else is probably doing. Perhaps I should write it like that. Chill and script writing. Actually, that would be that would be the ideal. Let me write it like that. There we go. This is how I'm gonna name this series. Chill and script writing. Because I feel like, you know what? Just like everyone else who is making a simple stream with their own art, basically. Whether it's drawing, whether it's singing or whatever. I'm like, you know what? This is my way to chill. I do not feel like writing. I feel like chilling more today. And now that I think about it, I still have to create that Sonic video. Damn. I had a lot of work to do. But I'm kinda lazy, not gonna lie. How do we move on from here? This is like the final act, and it is technically close to the end. Like we are in the like on the 7th day the story ends. Let us move on with the simple things. Not gonna lie, I do like it when scripts have more drama into them. So this script does not really appeal to me. I mean, I do not really feel that invested, truth to be told. But then again, I cannot really say that it's a bad story. I'm just in general, I always go back and forth when it comes to writing a story. Like for one period, I'm very invested. Then the next period, I'm not invested at all. And I always go back and forth with what I am invested to do and what I am not invested to do. And in the meantime, I just let my mind wander. Now, not the day, the night. The night after tomorrow. Let me focus a little bit. I'm just gonna let my fingers do the work. In the morning, Amalia was making the remedy while her father was, how do you say chiles? In Greek, when you say kratao chiles, which means I hold guard, basically. That's what it means. But how do you pronounce that in English? Give me 1 second. Let me see. I keep chills. What?
I keep chills.
What the fuck does that mean? Wait a minute. Does that make sense in English? I have never heard anyone say that. They often say that your body feels too cold or fighting off an illness. No, that's not what it means. It's a slang way of saying that you keep guard. Damn it. Okay, I guess that does not work. It's not how I'm trying to think of a way how to say that her father was keeping guard, basically. Okay, but it doesn't make sense to say her father was keeping guard in case the guards come in. Like, you get it? It doesn't make sense. In the morning, Amalia was making the remedy while her father was being careful. No, excuse me. Being careful. Father was the father. Amalia was making the remedy while her father was not checking out. Checking out for guards? No, that sounds like he's trying to pick up on the guard. What the fuck? Wait a minute, I just got an... Okay, now this is what I'm trying to say when I say that I let my mind... I'm allowing my mind to wander. I'm just thinking, wait a minute, are there any other VTubers who are probably making script writing script writing streams? No, the only thing I'm getting is lore. Not gonna lie, maybe that's reading fan fiction. Writing comics with Meriwether by Vox Akuma. That would have, and now that is something that I would have probably be more invested to create VTuber lore. Actually, you know what? At the end of this, probably at the end of the stream, I'm gonna go ahead and have a crack at that. But for now, I'm still trying to think of a way to say what her father was trying to, ah, her father was ready to warn her if the guards were to show up. It's a little bit of a long sentence, but it's good enough. Normally was making her imagine what her father was ready to warn her if the guards were to show up. Regardless of his bad eyesight, he had good hearing. Don't forget, he's not looking for guards, he's hearing for guards. I need to mention that because it would be like if it was a movie, he wouldn't like look down the hallway, he would just stand at the wall. Like, I get it. It's not just about it's about remembering details like this and basically directing everything in the correct way. These are the small things that most people appreciate in movies that are actually invested, and this is the kinds of things that I appreciate as well. If I was to bring one example, it would be whenever something subtle happens, and most people don't even realize that it happened, or they didn't care at all. But then there are people who do give a damn. Like, there's this one movie about how's it called? I cannot remember. I only remember it on the Greek translation. Give me 1 second. The Police Academy movie. Yes, Police Academy. This is how it's called. So there is this one guy, for example, in the Police Academy movie, where he's a gun nut, basically. He loves guns. And then there is this one guy who shoots with a shotgun, and then he turns and points the shotgun on the rest of the police officers, and everyone is scared and like ducks. But that guy who is a gun nut, he is not ducking. Not because he's a madman, but because he knows that he hasn't actually cocked the shotgun once more. And that's why he's still the only one standing. And even though it is kind of ridiculous, like it's comedical in a way, it's a nice detail. Because, yeah, he knows guns, and that makes sense for him to not, duck, because he doesn't need to duck. The shotgun is not going to fire yet again if it's not cocked. Even though it's good to do it on, if it was to speak of reality, of a realistic perspective, it's better to never truly, take things for granted. Because you never know. Guns are, there is a saying in Greece that the guns are actually reloaded by the devil sometimes. So, yeah. It's better to have this instinctive reaction instead of trying to be like the smart ass. But for the movie's purposes, it's actually very nice detail. And this is like one of those details. Alas, he heard someone coming down the hallway. He heard unexpectedly. Unexpectedly? Am I saying that right? Sometimes I have heard so many English words Yes, I have heard so many English words that sometimes I'm like, is that true? Or is that truly an English word, or is that just something that my mind made because it felt like it made sense? Wait, this is how it should be, right? Yes, I wrote it correctly. Alas, he heard unexpectedly someone approaching their cell. He heard unexpectedly someone approaching their cell. It was the mayor, Ben. Give me 1 second. I want to note down something. Something for later. I'm not gonna lie, now that I think about it, I actually love the fact that I am probably the only VTuber who's actually bothered to make stories on the internet. Actually, no. I am not. Wait a minute. Let me go on Twitch real quick. As I've said before, I leave my mind wander. It's not ideal to just move from one subject to the next, but when I write scripts, if I let my mind, be everywhere, I feel free. If I do not feel guilt for basically my mind doing its own thing, sometimes my mind will give me a good, basically, a good idea eventually. Oh, Merryweather. He's online right now. He's playing Sonic Frontiers. Oh crap, I should not load up a... Oh crap. Is my... Okay, I should not load up another stream while I'm streaming. It would be dumb to do that. Why is there no music? Where's the music? Where's the music? What the fuck? The video is still going. Why is there no music? Where's the music? Oh. The video decided to not give us any music for a couple of seconds for some reason. Okay, let's keep it like that. Let me see. He has probably done it, right? As I've said before, I'm sorry, but I leave my mind. I allow my mind to wander. He has probably done it, right? I'm actually going through his I'm actually going through his streams right now. He has a talking show as well, and he had invited Oli. I didn't know that. So many talking shows. I think Vox has. Kiara has as well, but that's only for Hololive exclusively. And Iron Mouse, obviously. That's probably the most famous one. Iron Mouses. Let me see. He doesn't have, but I'm pretty sure he has done in the past. That's great. Anyway. How do you explain this? Basically, Ben came there to basically make the big villain reveal, basically. Last. How do you write laugh? La. La. God damn it, I cannot remember. It's always whenever I need to remember that I do not remember. La. 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 How the fuck do you write la? La. Wait, I forgot to mention something. Heed. Rush. To. Everything. It was the mayor Ben. Ben laughed at their. He explained to. Oh. He sent. Wait. Oh, I can make a bigger plot now. Perhaps for a sequel. Let me rephrase it. Ben explained that he belongs to no. How do you write secret? I forgot. Secrets. Secrets. Something doesn't make sense. Secrets, it's maybe my yes. Shit. That's how it's written. Damn. Ben explained everything. Okay, everything okay on the stream. Ben explained that he belongs to an order of a secret witch hunt. Ben explained that he belongs to an order of a secret witch hunt society. Very few talented people have the gift to become witches and wizards. Her mother was hunted. I need to find a better explanation as to why her mother disappeared. Ah. How do you... Her mother was hunted and she was... And when she was found out, she left so that nothing would happen to her family. To her family. Hmm. Hmm. How do we proceed from here? Ugh. Damn. Damn it. Oh, wait a minute. I am not into writing mode this entire time. I'm such a dumbass. Her mother was hunted, and when she was found out, she left so that nothing would happen to her family. Okay. Now look. This does not this does not make much sense. But then again, there is something that I have actually, being inspired to basically do in these recent years. I think I said this in the previous stream, but well, basically, it's like sometimes you cannot really fill any all the gaps on just the first, installment. But then again, sometimes it's just better to leave some gaps to the imagination of the person who reading or watching. So why the witch hunt hunts the witches? It's something that I don't think it's necessary to answer right now. Her mother was hunted, and when she was found out, she left so that nothing would happen to her family. This sounds a little bit like a Disney movie. But then again, that was the goal, to just make a decent story. It's not necessary for us to just make something too complex, as I said before. Even though I do feel a little bit weirded out that I do not make something too complex, because I am used to creating complex scripts. But again, I cannot really create complex scripts if you know. Wait a minute. Can I post this? No, I cannot. Oh, I can. That's great. Damn it. How do you? Oh well, that's great. You see, these streams are all about thinking. That's why they are chill streams. I understand that this is not very ideal, but it's not bad per se. Okay. Her mother was hunted, and when she was found out, she left so that nothing would happen to her family. Yeah, I knew I was doing something wrong when I wrote to witch. Okay. Well, Ben realized that her mother is the same witch he hunted. How do you? Is it okay for me to say the common folk never hated the witch? No, yes, it's actually it does make sense. Never hated. Disappear. How do you write disappear? That's how you write disappear, right? Disappear. Ah. Okay. Common folk never hated the witches. The witches always help people, but in the recent years, witches have started to disappear. Very few people have the gift to become witches and witches. Her mother had something. Now she left. Nothing would happen to her family. When Ben realized her mother is the same witch he hunted, he wanted to go after Amalia. Amalise. Amalise, yes. Yeah, that's her name, Amalise. Amalia as well. That's why he plotted all of this. The common folk never hated the witches. Witches will hate people, but in recent years, the villages have started to disappear. Oh, no, I don't want capitals. Mist. How do you write mystery in English, goddammit? There we go. Nice. Witches always help people, but in recent years, witches have started to mysteriously disappear. So basically, the common folk are okay with witches, but it's the higher ups It's people on who of significant rank, basically, that have created this entire plot of extinguishing the witches, basically. And overall, they have also the guards corrupted in some cases about that as well. That's why that other guy, what was his name? I cannot even remember his name. Dazro, yes, Dazro. You know I'm not invested when I have actually, don't remember the names. We created a thick plot here. We have wrote a lot of things over here, but that's like basically the explanation of some of the mysteries of the world of Amalia. Very few people have the gift to become witches and witches and mother. Amalia is the same witch he hunted, he wanted to go after Amalia as well. That's why he plotted all this. Yes, witches have started to mysteriously disappear. This is more like a flashback and exposition of everything. This should actually be... it's kind of debatable whether this explanation should be at the very beginning of the script, or in the middle, or in a flashback, or in Amalia's thoughts, or in a random conversation in the street. This could be somewhere. That's all. Excuse me. Turns out my mouse got locked off for some reason. I don't know what happened. No, here we go again. God damn it. Okay, we're good. Okay. Then announced that in 3 days after his speech, Amalia will be executed. We need... oh. We need a reason, excuse me. Oh. Whenever someone is about to be executed, there should be a good reason why he's being executed. And right now I realize that I haven't given a good reason why the people would agree with a public execution. Perhaps it wouldn't be... it could not be a public execution. It could be a secret execution. But now that I think about it... a public execution sounds more badass. But there is no reason for the people to hate Amalia. Ben announced that 3 days after his speech, Amalia would be executed for... this needs a lot of rewriting now that I think about it. It's a good so far, but it needs to fill up some gaps. For example, maybe there is actually a lot of... let me write it over here in the beginning. Yeah, but this makes it a little bit more complex. Oh, anyway. Struggled. How do you write struggle? Stran... Is it correct? Yes, it's correct. The common folk has struggled with finan... Hmm. That sounds kind of ominous. Kind of kind of kind of good, I think. Common folk has struggled with financial issues and sicknesses for years. All the while, the noblemen of the nation have been enjoying their lives upon the pain of the people. Does this make sense? It does kind of make sense, so it's good enough, I guess. Hmm. You get the idea for now, so it's good enough. Maybe I'm gonna have to rewrite it, or I'm not sure. I'm just gonna leave it as it is for now. Gonfong never hated the witches. The witches always help people, but in recent years, the witches have started to mysteriously disappear. Ben announced that in 3 days after his speech, Amalia will be executed for what's her crime? For treason against the nation? For treason. What is treason exactly? Like, I need the decent meaning of it. Where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. Where the fuck is my mouse? Give me 1 second. Is this okay now? Where the fuck is my mouse? What the fuck? Is my PC frozen? What? God damn it, I have the feeling that my PC is crashing. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yes, I have a problem, Houston. For some fucking reason, my PC has frozen. My mouse and my keyboard, that is. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? So much for being a chill stream. Damn. Without the mouse, I cannot even close the PC. What the fuck is going on? My PC does not actually recognize my keyboard for some reason now. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Can I at least use my mouse? Fuck the keyboard. Can I at least use my mouse? No. My PC crashed. It didn't crash, but you know, it crashed like... It does not allow me to use anything now. Okay. Does it work now? It does kind of work. But my... So much for a decent stream. Okay, it recognized the keyboard, but the mouse is dead. Not because it's broken, but for some reason it does not read it. Will you read it if I put it here? Yes, okay, it reads it now. Okay. Moving on. Sometimes I do not understand technology. On the one side, everything works. Like on the one moment, everything works. And then, on the other moment, in the next moment, nothing works. Treason, as I was asking. What the fuck is treason? Treason. Meaning. The crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill or overthrow the sovereign of or government. Okay, so I guess it's vague. For treason, just that. It's simple, vague. People won't really give a shit. You know, when you have a desperate people who basically are trying to fight famine, sickness, plagues in general, they don't really give a shit who hurts most, because everybody has problems, you know. So a public execution does not actually sound as bad sometimes when you think that everyone is suffering. At least back in the old days, I'm pretty sure this is how people were thinking it. That's why public executions were accepted for the most part. Okay, let me think now. With all this, you know, PC building, I forgot what I wanted to write. Now, let's see now if I can actually refocus. Okay, look, I'm sorry, I'm coming back. I want to take a 5 minute break. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh, it's not anything. I just need a breather because now I am a little bit in a daze. I'll be back. Okay, I will not take too long. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I hope I'm not too. I didn't take too long. Truth be told, I needed to go to the toilet. Yeah, I didn't really plan this. Sorry. Where were we? Oh yeah. Okay. Let me think. Very few people had a gift to become witches and wizards. Her mother was hunted, and when she was found out, she left so that nothing would happen to her family. When Ben realized that her mother is the same witch he hunted, he wanted to go after Malia as well. That's why he plotted all of this. Folk never hated the witches. Witches always help people, but in the recent years, the witches have started to mysteriously disappear. Ben announced that in his speech. Right after his speech, Amalia will be executed for treason. Okay. So far, so good, I guess. How do we proceed from here? Let's just move on with the heist. Remedy. This is how remedy is written, right? Yes. Had your remedy ready. Let's see now. Hamburger, hello, how have you been? All good, my friend? Let's see. Good. Excellent. Oh, I wanted to ask you. I asked you last time on Wednesday. You said that you were making your Discord. You said your Discord page. Do you have what I asked you? It was do you have any tips in which you can help me a little bit? Maybe how to get started on Discord in case I, you know, probably decide to create one for the channel. Perhaps point me out to a video or something in order to start learning a little bit, because on basic level I do know what Discord is about, but how to manage it is the problem. Like, I do have Discord, but I don't have the Discord, for use as basically spreading the word about the channel and overall creating a community there. I just have the Discord channel just for having a Discord channel, really. Not channel, account. With entire. How do you write entire again? I forgot how do you write entire. With the entire. Yes, that's how you write entire. With the entire. Try making a server and go to moderator role in chat. You will see that instruction will be a lot of reading. While I will give you the information I know. Okay, thank you. Like, when it comes to, you know, having a basically a Discord page, basically a Discord server, like how do you do? You can join my Discord if you want, if you have a Discord. I do have a Discord. I have a Discord account, but this is a new PC I have right here. I bought it on summer, so I haven't actually installed Discord yet. I'll probably do it today if you give me like the information. But what I'm thinking is, you know, maybe other than just a Twitter account, it would be also good to have a Discord page, a Discord server. You know, in order to start getting a little bit more, you know, in order to expanding basically a little bit. In order to start having a little bit more of experience on social media in general, just in case this channel actually manages to become something greater one day, you know. You know, if I don't start learning now, I'll probably never learn. That's why you have to start from somewhere, really. With the entire prison asleep, my Discord username is hard because it's in Japanese. Okay, you know what? Write it down. Write it on the chat, and I will just, you know, copy paste on a WordPad, and I will copy paste again later. Okay. It's the weekends today, so I probably got a lot of time. Huh. Oh, good, good. Okay, we can probably talk later then. We can talk more on Discord later. For captivity, and made their way out of the prison. And made their way out. Made their way out. Captivity made their way out. Amalia had also shield. Ah. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me create. Let me create a WordPad real quick. And then copy paste that on the WordPad. Okay. Okay, thank you. I'll find you later, okay? Do you have a lot of experience on Discord? Like you have spent a lot, of time, like basically moderating and overall, using it. Well, as someone who hasn't actually used Discord a lot, like I just created one account. Basically, I joined a couple of servers, and I rarely speak I rarely like speak to other people. So any introduction to this kind of thing would be useful for me. Allow. Do you say allow? Create a special name which allows one to not be affected by the sleep remedy. Let me think. So basically, this is a good choice. This is my choice right here. Will they actually escape or not? Don't join random servers, by the way. Well, I didn't join random servers, such as, something that it was completely unrelated. Like 1 year ago when I was streaming on Twitch, I joined servers about, learning Live 2D. And I had a couple of talks with people there on how to do that. But it didn't really lead anywhere. You could say I chickened out a little bit, but basically I'm like, I basically tested out all the while I was trying to learn Live 2D. I did kinda learn Live 2D though. I just got stuck on the, on the theoretical part. I didn't actually move on to the execution. Tip 1: don't join random Discord server. Start off with chatting your friends. You actually in Discord to learn the basics. Well, that is the problem, friend. I don't have friends who have Discord, Discord is not very famous in Greece. So, not to mention that I am in general not much of a, of a social person on social media in general. It's easier for me to talk to someone in real life than in messages on the internet, basically. So I never really had anyone to, introduce me to Discord. I had to learn how to get in myself. That is the thing. I haven't learned yet how to, feel comfortable on Discord. Okay. My Discord server name is named Doggy Food Truck. Don't ask why I name it. I will not. I have heard weirder names throughout, all these years being in the VTubing community. I may not have actively be a streamer myself, but I was always a lurker, so I have seen everything. Theoretically speaking, I have a lot of experience, but, only in theory. In execution, it's another subject. Execution is what we do right here. Also create a special ending which allows one to not be affected by the sleep remedy. Now, let me think. I'm not sure if this is like a good point where they will actually escape or not. How do you make a good twist? From this point on, it gets a little bit more and more difficult. So we were in the 4th day. So in 3 days. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 3 days. Right after the execution. Okay. Wait a minute. Hamburger, did you you told me not to ask because you want me to ask? Was that like something? Now I just like I was thinking and I was like, wait a minute. You tell me not to ask, so I will not ask. But is that something like you do as a reverse psychology? Maybe you want me to ask why do you call your same doggy food truck? Amalia had also created a special damage. Let me think. Let me think. Damn it, I cannot remember. Not remember. I cannot think of a good idea. How do we move on from here? I'm stuck a little bit in between of maybe I should. Don't question it. Okay, I will not. Maybe I should. I will go overdose with Flintstone gummies. Don't overdo it, my friend. It's not healthy. I feel like the escape should fail. Because that would provide a better plot twist. But then again, how do we move on? Things will not be as surprising, like in a climax kind of way. Ah. Let's see. Okay, I think I've got... Now, this is something that I probably didn't mention. Let me write it. She used her... powder. Did I write my own story? Ah. How are you doing on that subject? Making your own story, it's not easy. Most of the time you will, personally speaking, most of the time you will doubt yourself. I don't know why, but whenever I write a story, I feel excited about having a good idea. And whenever I find out that someone made something similar, I have the feeling that turns out my idea wasn't that original to begin with. Other times, I have the problem that I feel like my story is not as exciting as other people's stories. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking, you know what? Comparing my ability to write anything with other people's is not actually something that will lead to anything good. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a story, and whether this story is mediocre, good, even bad, probably sometimes, it's still good experience in order to come up. Because just because a story is, it might not be very good sometimes, but here's a good quote actually from Giguk. He had read 2 years ago. He was into this manga called Domestic Girlfriend, and that is also an anime actually. And what? It was pretty good till I got to the point where I want to sleep over a banana. Well, yeah, that's how it is. So Giguk actually was into Domestic Girlfriend, and Domestic Girlfriend was a spicy anime, very spicy. Like there were some really good moments in it that were really engaging, but there were also moments that they were not really that good. And the way he explained it is, okay, look, maybe maybe this manga, this anime, this story in general is something that is good. It's a good anime with bad moments, or a bad anime with good it's a good anime with bad moments, or a bad anime with good moments. Get it? So basically, even if you make a mediocre story, that doesn't mean that it might not have good ideas. So sometimes making a story and having that story not being that good doesn't mean that you cannot use it later, like as a foundation for something even better when you learn. For example, I have created stories which I realized that they were not that good, but then some of the ideas that I had used on that story, I took and I used it on another story. And then it felt like it was more genuine. You know? It's like having a backup plan for something better, for a greater plan, basically. It's difficult to explain, really. It depends on how every people, work out their ideas in their minds. Outside, the guards were still wide awake and slowed their escape. How do we move on from here? Let me think. The cell in which Amalia was to be. In which Amalia was to be placed. Wait, I cannot help the fact that I'm thinking you're gonna have a stream title says the hamburger's voice reveal. What? What? Hey, if you want. No, my friend. There's no like having a having a stream in which someone else like doesn't approve of. It's not something that it's something that you can basically go with. When you get into my Discord server, I'm just imagining it right now. No, my friend, no. Some things are meant to be private, Like, it's not meant to, make a big deal out of everything. If you want to have a face reveal, you can basically, not face reveal, a voice reveal, you can just go ahead and, make that voice reveal on your own channel. You might do a voice reveal in your stream though. Yeah, well, a voice reveal, it's something that most people, it depends really. Like, it depends how much hype something is in order for people to actually, be into it. Like that one, that other person's face reveal recently. It was Dream's face reveal, and ironically enough, I don't know who Dream is, but many people made a huge deal out of it, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's something they really wanted. Under to be placed, it was a dark confinement underground cell. Oh, wait a minute. You want? Wait a minute. I didn't fully realize what you were trying to say. You expect me to, be go to Discord right now and add you. Well, I don't really have a problem, but as I've said before, I don't really have the Discord right now on my PC, so I have to download it first since this is a new PC. So I will join your I will join Discord. I will add you, and we will see from there. Okay, I cannot do this right now on the stream. I'm sorry. If that's what you wanted, really. Maybe on the next stream. We'll see. I'm an underground cell. It somehow was to be placed. It was dark confinement underground cell. Where she not it's capital again. where she will remain. God, how do you write remain? Remain. Remain. Now I remember. The cell in which Amalia was to be placed, it was a dark confinement underground cell where she will remain. Where she will remain chained till the day of execution. Now the plot thickens. We are on the next day, 5th day. Her father Now let's see. Her father, all alone again in his cell, had to find a way to help his daughter. Find a way to help his daughter. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna leave it for here now. For now, for now, because now I wanna have a little bit of I wanna change a little bit of perspective and talk about a little bit of on her father. It's gonna be an interesting day. On the next episode. Now, let me save. And what I actually want to do now, it was actually something that I said before. I wanna do some real, like, a quick, not research, but basically a brainstorm idea for a VTuber lore. It won't be too difficult. I'm kinda VTuber lore tends to not be that complex most of the time. But even if it is complex, it's actually very short, so it will be easy to write, on my opinion. Okay, let's go to the office real quick, right here. Now let's see. Let me think. So, in order for me to write something that's basically going to be oh crap, I just realized something. I'm not allowed to. Oh shit. Okay, let's hope. Wait a minute. Give me pause. Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. I thought I did something stupid. Turns out I didn't do anything stupid. By pure luck, that is. But anyway. Okay, so let's see. When I want to create story about lore of VTuber or anything. First, I need to think of mythical beings, rare mythical beings. Rare mythical creatures. Why not? Selkis, Hippocampus, Basilisk, Pegasus. What is this? Okay. Echidna. What the fuck is Echidna? And Echidna, it's a Greek one. Okay, let's see what Echidna is. What the fuck? Tachyclosides. What is that? Sometimes known as spiny and thin are quill-covered mammals belonging to the family of Tachyclosidae. The 4 extant species of platypus only living Tremata. The diet of this species consists of ants, termites, and they are closely related to the true antenna of the Americas, which are echidnas are in Australia and New Guinea. Okay, but this is actually considered also a Greek one, no? It was told it's a Greek one. No? A creature from Greek mythology who was half woman, half snake, as the animal was perceived to have qualities of both mammals and reptiles. An excellent explanation is confusion with ancient Greek echinos. Okay. Okay, let's go to the mythology. Like mythology. What the fuck? Excuse me. I can't speak in Greece, so that's fine. Don't worry, I will, but I speak mostly English, started French with and a little bit of Bisaya. Well, English is fine. English is fine. In Greek mythology, Echidna, it's a monster, the mother, of the most important monsters of mythology, the daughter of Uranus and Gaia. Pausanias was the one who talked about her. She had the face of a beautiful woman and the body of a serpent. And with her, oh shit, with her husband Typhon, they attacked the gods and they were defeated. In case you do not know, the myth of Typhon, Typhon was the only creature that defeated Zeus in actual Greek mythology. It's actually very good, and I highly recommend to go ahead and go watch the small comic video that has been created by a channel called See You in History. It's a really fun story. Typhon was punished. Was punished to be sealed under Mountain Etna. Besides that, Echidna. Yes. Besides that, Echidna and her, descendants survived, so that they would have, they would be a challenge to the future heroes. Oh wow! The children of Echidna and Typhon is Orthros, a dog with 2 heads. Oh, I remember that dog. It's on Persona 5 as a persona. I remember. If you have played Persona 5, you probably know this persona with the dog with the 2 heads. Cerberus, of course. The Hydra, Chimera, the Sphinx. Yes, that Sphinx. You know what Sphinx from Egypt. Actually, It's kind of ridiculous the fact that the Greek and the Egyptian mythology have actually, been collided from time to time. The Lion of Nemea and Scylla. Wow. Wow. Okay. So basically, Echidna, it's the mother of monsters. Interesting. We got some info on that, but let's see. Greek monsters. Monsters. So a race of legendary creatures described as Alexander the Great. As Alexander's army passed the northern Indian plains, they supposedly encountered the Aternae, who killed some of the Alexander's men. The Aternae were described in killing wounded creatures with bony, saw-toothed spouting from their heads. Alcinoos, a giant. Alcops, a giant son of god Poseidon. Aloade, a group of giants who captured the god Ares. Oh, that's a good story. Amphibian, a sperm with a head at each end. Aria, female demon of the verse called for from the underworld. Man, there are so many amazing Greek monsters. Argus, a 100-eyed giant. Asterius, a giant. Asterius was also the name of the Minotaur. Athos, a giant. Basilisk, a snake that kills anyone who lays eyes on it. Darius, 100 okay, cat of a buffalo-like creature with shaggy fur, large horns, and heavy hands. Well, I'm thinking if you were to create, VTuber lore, you would probably go ahead and choose something from mythology as a basis. Chiron, the ancient trainer of heroes such as Hercules. In Greek mythology, Chiron was held to be a superlative centaur amongst his brethren, since he was called the wisest and justest of all the centaurs. Okay. Yeah, I remember he was also in Blood of Zeus, as I can remember. Argios, one of the centaurs who fought with Hercules. This is one of the centaurs who fought in Kendavromachi. Kendavromachi, father of centaurs. Elatus, a centaur killed Hercules. Every one of the centaurs. Only centaurs we have here. Lamian, centaurs of Lamian, 1236 spirits of the Lamos River. They were set by Zeus to guard the infant Dionysus, but him from a machine of Hera. But then his gods have only to knock the centaurs. They opened Dionysus in his campaign against the Indians. Wow. The Greek mythology really reached all the way to the deepest parts of Asia. Cerberus, yes, Cerberus is very famous. There is this Cerberus girl. I've talked to her. I have talked about her before. She has created a good concept that she is the daughter of Cerberus. I do not. Her name slips once more. Cetus, a sea monster. Ceathonymous, demon of the underworld, father of Maneutus. Charon, the ferryman of Hades, who transported the alcohol of verse 6. Chimera. Thronios, a giant. What the fuck? Crocota, Orcrinolisus. Creature with a body of stag, a lion's neck, clothed hooves, and wide mouth with a sharp body. It's the humanoids. Calls men by name at night and devours those who approach it. That is one monster that I didn't know of. A mythical dog wolf of India or Ethiopia, linked to the hyena and said to be deadly enemy of men and dogs. It reminds me of that NCP. Yeah. You could create a monster like that. A VTuber like that. Basically, that is like, he looks half like yeah, he looks kind of like a dog wolf, but he's actually a crocodile. And build the basis upon that, for example. Like this is how I would like to create VTuber lore. If you want to have lore, it's good to have like basis on something that is actually very rare, and people will actually like raise an eyebrow whenever they hear the story, instead of going for something very easy. Get it? Okay, look, I think I have bragged long enough. I'm gonna have to finish the stream here. It has been a good day, a chill stream. I feel like, you know, we did basically did some progress, which is, you know, even if progress is slow, it's still progress. It's still progress, and you cannot deny progress. That's just how it is. So anyway, I have one more stream tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern European time. It's gonna be Patrol once again, to see who failed No Nut November once again. I will also reveal. I will also release, after I'm done with editing, the Sonic video I want to make. And with that said, have a good day. I don't really have much else to say. It was a nice stream. Most of the time I just like to stream for the sake of, I just said before, you know, it feels a lot like a diary of some sort, you know. Hamburger, thank you so much for being once again with me here. And, you know, I will go in and watch, you know, I will check in right now after I'm done with the stream, your Discord server, okay? Now, have a good day. And, but speaking about Discord, but you may not like my profile picture for Discord. What do you mean I may not like your profile picture? Do you have something naughty? Do you have something do you have something that you should feel embarrassed about? Don't tell me you are a degenerate, my friend, please. We are cultured people here, not degenerates. We are men of culture, not degenerates. This is what the Saturday streams are dedicated to. Repent for your sins, my child. Hamburger, you have anything else to say? Because I'm waiting on you. If you have anything else to say, or else I'm gonna close the video and we can discuss everything on Discord later if you want. The stream was very chill today. Yes, well, that is the goal. Like, you know how everyone has like their art streams or their singing streams or they're just talking and everything. I'm like, you know what? Perhaps the Friday streams should be like still chill streams, you know? This is why, like, this is what I do for chilling. Writing. So, I guess this is where my category go to. Like, this is my kind of thing. And I'm probably gonna keep it that way. You can join my Discord server next stream. Well, yeah, sure. I will join your Discord server today. Okay, once I have downloaded the Discord, that is, and after that we can see. Okay. So anyway, have a good day, a good night. As far as I know, you have it's not night at your country right now, and that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.